Well, the actual point of that last segment, which didn't get mentioned at all, was to announce or even slightly crow about having done something that I meant to do, which could possibly involve a small amount of embarrassment, and I did it. That is to say, that I called up the praxis of the physician by whom I was treated from the very beginning of my German adventure, a man named Dr. Loos, who's actually, I appreciate him very much. I can't use him anymore because he's retired and cannot, for that reason I guess, take ordinary staatlich or whatever it is insured people, only so-called private patients, where I guess that a major difference is that he bills the patient, and the patient, if insured by so-called private insurance, informs his insurance company and gets reimbursed. I am not privately insured, although I'm not employed and don't pay any German taxes that I'm aware of, other than so-called value-added tax, or whatever it is, that is 7% on food and 19% on everything else. Hey, whatever. A little hint of socialism isn't terrible. It's humane, perhaps. Quasi. Anyway, the thing is that I called, and the question was where and when was I in a Schlaflabor, a sleep laboratory, because of snoring and, from time to time, apnea, that is, ceasing to breathe for hopefully a short time, which disturbed the lady in bed with me, and quite naturally. So I did go to a Schlaflabor, and I came home with my CPAP machine, constant positive air pressure. Even in Germany it's called a CPAP. So it was Bogenhausen, as asked me by my present and future breathing therapist, let's call him, who asked me if my CPAP adventure came out of Bogenhausen, and I couldn't remember, and I thought, well, it's around maybe 10 years ago. So I finally called Dr. Loos Praxis and talked with one of the lovely ladies there, lovely at least on the telephone, and some of them are very lovely off the telephone. I mean, I say that it's really unfair to a poor old man to have his blood pressure taken by a beautiful, sexy, young woman. I mean, what more could you cook up to drive his blood pressure up? At least she's fully clothed. Anyway, I called and had a little difficulty getting through my birth date and my name. I don't know why. Well, I was on speakerphone, so it's possible that environmental influences made it hard for the young lady to, I presume she's sort of young, most of them are, lady to understand everything I said, so eventually it came out that in 2008 I went to Bogenhausen, and now I can tell this new physician, who was very friendly toward me and even kind of asked, well, were you at Bogenhausen? Because he, I guess, at that time professionally was himself at Bogenhausen and may have treated me or something. I don't know. We'll see. In any case, I'm proud that I called up, and it was just slightly embarrassing because my Hörverständnis für normale Geschwindigkeit, schnell Deutsch ist begrenzt. I didn't understand when she said, that she said, was ist deine Nachname? I said, please repeat slowly, and she did, and I spelled it out for her, and she had some theories about the 19th, and I think I said first time through Juni, and that can be confused with Yuli. So people often say you know for June. And I repeated it with you know, and she finally, and my spelling my name, she finally found it, took another 10 seconds and said, ah yes, such and such, 08, Bogenhausen. And I thanked her and wished her noch mehr Spaß bei der Arbeit. She said, ja, habe noch. Und tschüss, wiederhören. Ciao, ciao. Boop, 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 boop. What the hell are you doing? Reaching in the wrong place, silly boy.